The power of walking away. In a quiet village nestled between the mountains, there lived a man known only as the Shadow. No one knew his real name. He had no close family, no one waiting for him at home. Yet he was always there. When a door broke, he fixed it. When a child fell ill, he brought medicine. And when someone's world went dark, he lit it with his own quiet light. He wasn't rich. In fact, he barely had enough for himself. But he gave endlessly his food, his comfort, his time, and most of all, his heart. When it rained, he got soaked to cover others. When it was cold, he shivered so someone else could be warm. And when joy filled the village, he clapped from the shadows, never once invited to dance. Years passed, and day by day, he lost pieces of himself. His laughter became polite, his eyes dim, his steps heavy, and his heart silent. He wanted to scream just once, "I'm here. Doesn't anyone see me?" But his voice was too faint, even for himself to hear. One night, sitting alone in his crumbling room, he stared into a dusty mirror that barely reflected his face, and asked, "When was the last time I cared for me?" He had no answer. The next morning, he left, not in anger, not in resentment, but in search of something he had forgotten long ago. That was himself. The village grew quiet. The bench he always sat on was empty. The flowers he planted withered. His home filled with unopened letters, unreturned kindness, and a heart that had never been held. They searched. They regretted. They cried. But some things are only felt when they're gone. Far away in a peaceful field, the Shadow walked. He held a book, sipped warm coffee, painted a picture for himself. And finally, he heard the voice he had buried for years. "I matter. I deserve to love myself." And for the first time, he wasn't someone else's shadow. He became the light for himself. Moral of the story: in a world that teaches you to be everything for everyone, don't forget to be something for yourself. Because if you don't choose you, you'll become a shadow in a life that doesn't look like yours. If you found the story inspiring, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new story that motivates you and lifts your spirit.